Hey, it's time for our weekly recap from June 16th to the 20th. You got Chico here, and let's look back at the week for our call options trading, selling call options. So this week was relatively quieter to the other weeks. At the beginning, we opened two positions, one for AMD because it shot up at the beginning. It was probably maybe carrying some momentum from previous week where they announced their next generation AI chip, the M350 series. And so I don't know, some analysts up their price targets for the stock. Anyways, yeah, we made a play on that, and also Palantir, always a hot stock with good decent implied volatility most of the time. And once we opened that, we waited, and AMD was moving up and down. It was close to the 130 price target at times, and then back down at times. So it was kind of like seesawing up and down. And the Fed made a decision on the rate, and they were to hold it steady for now. And so the markets went more sideways. And after that, I was deciding whether to close out the position on AMD and Palantir, or one or the other, or both, and see if there's some different play that I wanted to make to press a little bit harder, to squeeze a little bit more profits out this week. At the end, I did not. I let AMD and Palantir go into expiration and just pocket the money that made off the premiums off that. Both of them were out of the money. AMD was like finished about just over 128, and our strike price was 130. And Palantir the strike price was 147, and it was several points below that. So that was good for us, but it's a relatively more of a quiet week. Maybe we could scrape one more play at the end of the week, but I chose not to this time. So we can go to the spreadsheet and look at the numbers. Here's what the spreadsheet looks like. So the first week of June, yeah, we were up 723. But then the second week, we had a really difficult week with Oracle. And overall, with all the combination of trades, we're down $3,262. And then this week, we had we're up $342. From AMD, we sold two contracts at $1.02, and Palantir $144 for one contract. And both of them went into expiration at the end of the week, so we collected the profits and they stayed out of the money. So that was good for us. Hopefully we'll have more good opportunity trades with excellent premiums to collect on in the upcoming weeks. Fear not, we'll get it all back from that tough week in June. Okay, so that's it for this week. So yeah, tomorrow is an interesting day. It has nothing to do with our selling call options, but Tesla is going to have their robotaxi event in Austin, like their release of it. And so I'm excited to hear about that. I'm going to tune in. And then other than that, this upcoming week, we hope to find some more plays with good risk to reward payouts. Okay? See you soon. And don't forget to like if you do, and catch you next episode.